Welcome back to TMZ Sports. I'm Mike Babcock here with Renee Montgomery. What's up, Renee?
What's up, Babcock?
Man, it's only been 2 months since Tiger Woods got in that devastating car accident out here in Southern California. Everyone remembers, we have talked about this a lot. Tiger's car off the road, flipped over. Tiger had a compound fracture of his right lower leg. A lot of questions about whether Tiger would ever be able to walk again. Would he ever be able to play golf again? Well, we have heard from Tiger on social media, but we haven't seen him, Renee, until now, because Tiger Woods, to mark that 2-month anniversary, actually posted a photograph showing himself. And I got to say, I think Tiger Woods, who is wearing a cast, looks great. There's the photo, Renee. Again, first time since that February 23rd accident that we have seen Tiger Woods. And he looks happy and he looks good, everything considered.
Yeah, no, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. You hear about the injuries from the wreck. You don't know how bad it is, what he's going to look like. You know, we don't know. We heard about the catastrophic injuries, but we didn't know if there was scratches on his face. We just didn't know anything, you know, when you get in a wreck. So to see that photo and to see the state he's in, what he looks like just physically, it was very optimistic. It made me very optimistic for him just in general of a full recovery, because 2 months post-op and 2 months post-surgery, he looks great. Like, I mean, he looks really, really good.
Yeah, that's a great point, too. And I remember looking at the accident report, and they talked about how Tiger had cuts on his face and was bleeding. Looking at that photo, his face looks perfect. I think also, and you could probably speak to this more, Renee, but going through a devastating injury like that, that can take a lot out of mentally, not only physically, but I think there are a lot of hurdles to overcome when you deal with something so significant like that.
And Babcock, to that point, I think he hits on that. He shows his dog there with him and talks about, you know, man's best friend. And, you know, like, I think that's kind of what he was hitting on. Like, this is going to be a long journey. I'm glad I got my dog with me.
Right.
Like, you know, like he kind of hit on that because any athletes know the rehab process is grueling. It challenges you physically, of course, but it's the mental aspect for athletes. Like, to every day wake up and go to some type of physical therapy where you're in pain most of the time. It hurts. You're constantly fighting yourself. That's
you're
not
just
easy,
by yourself, right? There's really nobody there with you. You have to do this day in, day out alone.
Yeah, like it's just you and your trainer. So your family members can be there for emotional support. But when you're in there in the weight room trying to get right and get your leg back together, I mean, that's tough. So I'm happy to see the photo, and I really do wish him the best on that rehab process, because it's no joke.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, maybe I'm looking into this too much, but you know, people again question whether Tiger will ever come back to the golf course. When I look at a picture like that, it gives me more hope that we haven't seen the last of Tiger Woods on the golf course, and he will actually be back.